Hi, this is Brian Wicklund with Garfinkel Schwartz, coming to you today from our Maitland, Florida office. We also have offices in Cocoa Beach, Florida, on the east coast of Florida. But we travel everywhere, wherever the client may be, across the United States and other countries. I go there, and that's where the court case will be litigated. I want to talk to you today about what our firm does, which separates us from others. We advance the costs of medical evaluations if they're necessary to prove the case for our clients. What I mean by that is we can't pay for medical care. We can pay for medical evaluations, and when I mean pay, I mean advance the costs on your behalf to be collected later from the insurance company or employer. And when that's necessary, after we've talked about things and we've taken the risk with you that you definitely are entitled to benefits that they're denying, we have to find doctors and experts on our side to be able to prove the case. For example, a lot of insurance companies don't want to pay for surgeries, so they do an evaluation that's haphazard, go through some tests and say these things are just not medically necessary. Wouldn't it be nice if you could go to a doctor of your own choosing, your lawyer advances the cost for you, and you get an evaluation as to what your true injury is and what the true course of treatment should be, and not rely on the insurance company to tell you that. That's a very powerful tool, especially when you're talking about back injuries and neck injuries and things like that could be permanent in nature. Another area of injury that insurance companies just do not want to recognize are respiratory issues and traumatic brain injury type issues, along with PTSD. Those are the three big ones, along with, we have some clients that suffer from abdominal pain and problems with parasites and diarrhea and vomiting, things like that, which is basically bacterial infections that are prevalent overseas, and sometimes they stay with you for a long time. Insurance companies just kind of don't want anyone to know whether you have constrictive bronchiolitis from burn pits or sandstorms. They don't really want to endeavor into what your gastro problem might be, whether it's permanent or in nature, or it was just food poisoning for a couple of days. They don't want to address a situation that you might have a permanent traumatic brain injury from hitting your head or from being involved in an explosion. Those types of things, they don't really want to spend the money necessary to get a proper diagnosis. So what we do is we find a doctor that's a specialist in the area that we think you should be evaluated for. We find those people across the country. We do some research on them to make sure that they're going to be neutral people, neutral doctors, and not working for insurance companies. We pay for the initial assessment and the initial report, and whatever comes out comes out. If a client is evaluated for PTSD because of the symptoms that they're having, if the doctor that we pay for and we advance the cost for says that he doesn't believe that the symptoms arise and they're caused from PTSD, they're caused by other depression from the family or whatever it is, then that's our report, and we go forward from there. And although if the opposite occurs and you get tested for PTSD or traumatic brain injury, and the test comes out positive that you've been diagnosed with this from a doctor of your own choosing, then we have an expert that we can explain to the judge and say, hey, this is what happened to this person. This is a serious thing. This is not some trivial thing that the insurance company is trying to dismiss. This could affect a person's work history and the rest of their lives, and it's something that has to be taken care of and treated the proper way. So I'm very proud to tell you that Garfinkel Schwartz has the wherewithal to advance the costs for these evaluations, which helps everyone get on an even playing field against the insurance company, so that a judge sees and hears your treating physician of your own choosing saying, this is what the proper course of treatment should be, this is what the proper diagnosis is. And that way you can get the benefits you actually truly deserve under the law, and you have neutral doctors working on your behalf. And then, of course, if we get benefits for you, then that money will be recovered. Those costs will be recovered by the law firm from the insurance company or the carrier, or the insurance company or your employer, whoever is ultimately responsible for the benefits that they denied you. I hope this was of some benefit to you. It always doesn't cost anything at all to be represented by our firm. It's a no-risk type situation. We take the risk of doing the evaluation just so that we know what's wrong with you, so that we're not wasting time and you're not wasting time, and we're going forward with things that are concrete in nature, where testing doesn't lie. And the access to the testing is the thing that a lot of insurance companies don't allow you. they don't afford you that possibility. They give you cheap tests and x-rays and things like that and say nothing's wrong, or you can go back to work. And so that's one of the things that we're proud to provide, and it really does help out in the long run, because insurance companies know we're serious, and they now know that they're going against a neutral doctor that specializes in the area of where you were injured. It really does help. Again, call me anytime. I'd love to help out. I understand the situations that you're in, and there is a way out. I understand that a lot of people have been denied. They don't have private medical insurance, and they don't know where to go. So at least what we can do, the least we can do, is to pay for the evaluation, advance the cost for the evaluation, to make sure you know exactly what's wrong with you and how they go forward. Thanks for listening. This is Brian signing off from the Maitland office at Garfinkel Schwartz. Have a good day.